Bang, let's get it. Logan Gilbert pitcher strikeout live was at 6.5 in most places. On Price Pitch, the bitch at 6. Over the last 10 games, the over is hitting at 90%. Over the last 10 outings, the over is hitting at 90% of the time. He averages 7 strikeouts over that span. Now, at 6.5, things change a little bit. As you can see, Hard Rock, Underdog at 6.5 is juiced to go under. Hard Rock at a buck 145, Pinnacle at a buck 143 to go under, but Price Picks has that bitch at 6. And he's hitting this at 90% of the time. He had 10 Ks in his last outing versus Boston. Now, Logan Gilbert faces off against the Cubs. I feel like the Cubs' bats were hot. Ian Happ, Kyle Tucker, but he doesn't have a lot of history versus a ton of batters. Only Kyle Tucker, which is batting 241 with 29 at-bats. He does have a home run and 3 RBIs. But Logan Gilbert, to get over 6 strikeouts, I know it's high. Anything over 6, in my opinion, is high. But I think I'm taking Logan Gilbert here to go over 6 only. The 6.5 I'm not fucking with, and this is on Price Picks. Bang, let's get it. Hey, Dean Kremer faces off against the Yankees. His pitching outline is at 15.5. He's hit it in 9 straight, and then hooked it to the under versus Tampa Bay in his last outing. Again, he faces off against the Yankees. And let's look at the Yankee bats versus Kremer. Not a ton. That's like 4 batters with double digits. DJ LeMahieu, which is insane, has 21 at bats. But Trent Grisham, Aaron Judge rocks him, but you're not gonna get anything off that. We're talking about pitching outs. Is he gonna go 6 innings? He hooked it to the under. He's been 6 innings. Is he gonna go over 5 innings? 5 full innings? 9 straight? Let's see what he's done versus the Yankees recently. 3 games pitched versus the Yankees. Both of these are from last season. All of these are from last season. But as you can see, at 15, that's just kind of scary. I'm afraid of this just in case the Yankees crack him. Hey, Robbie Ray pitching out is at 17.5. 90% over the last 10. He averages just over 6 innings per outing. And it's just to go over with Hard Rock at minus 210. You see Price Picks got this bitch at a goblin. I don't like Price Picks when they do that. Anyway, Robbie Ray to go over 17.5 outs. Bang, let's get it. Hey, Jake Magnum hit runs and RBI is at 1.5. Over the last 10 games, is hitting at 80% to the over. Hard Rock got it juiced at minus 135. Not a bunch of other places. I thought Price Pick had a line. Of course, it's a goblin. But at 1.5 hit runs and RBIs, hitting at 80% over the last 10. And then they play Tampa Bay play the Tigers, right? Miz back on the mound. No data. Not a ton of data versus a lot of batters. I'm taking Jake Magnum over 1.5 hit runs and RBI. Yo, Ren Howard from the Atlanta Dream, her rebound line is at 5. Oh, I should have looked. I seen those pushes on there. Look like it's hitting at 80%. But still, at 5, I don't like. 4.5, I jump all over. But Price Picks and Dabble has it at 5. But now looking at the last 10, I am not interested in Ren Howard anymore. Let's look at her rebounds, points and rebounds. It's at 22.5. I like the under here. I don't know why she went crazy right there. Let's see who she plays against. It's versus the Sky. 3 games played, and she's crushed them in that last one in June. Nah, I'm afraid of that now. Anyway, Mike Yastrzemski. His hit runs on RBIs at 1.5. Over the last 10 games, hitting at 80%. He averages 2 over that span. And the Giants play Boston. Who's on the mound? Oh, I don't know if he got 2 at bats. Not enough. If the bat's hot over the last 10, despite who the pitchers are starting and in the bullpen, bitch, 1.5 hit runs and RBI. I'm taking Mike to go over. Hey, Cabrian Hayes to get 1 strikeout. 1 strikeout. He has 1 strikeout in 80% of the last 10 games. It's slightly juiced to go over on Sleeper, but we could get that bitch on Price Pit to play 1, and it's not a goblin. I like Cabrian Hayes to get 1K. Again, Pittsburgh faces off against the Rangers. We don't have any history with who's that? Jake Leader. I'm thinking about, I don't know. That might be Cabrian Hayes. You can see him versus right-hand batters this season, batting 233. He got 2 home runs, 15 RBI, but 1 strikeout is all I need. I like those. Hey, Miles Turner rebound line is at 5. The under is hitting at 80% over the last 10 playoff games. What? I really thought this rebound line was much higher, but if at 5, I got to take the under. And we was on his points and rebounds to go under. It's at 17.5. And then just look at that versus OKC with 11 games played. I'm not taking the under on this. 18.5 maybe. But the rebound line to being at 5 is kind of crazy. He's 6'11", by the way. I don't know why I always mention that. I just think, look at the rebound chances, double-digit rebound chances, and he ain't clearing. He had 3 straight games versus OKC with double-digit rebound chances, and he got 4, 2, and 2. Man, under Miles Turner, rebound line at 5. Fuck out of here. Hey, look, Chet Holmgren rebounds and assist line is at 11.5. This is the last 10 playoff games. The under's hitting at 80% of the time. He averages 9 rebounds and assists. He does have 2 games recently versus Atlanta that he did go over. One of them he hooked, and the next one he had 15 rebounds. I'm not worried about the assists, but if they can keep him to 8 rebounds and 1 assist, bitch, Chet Holmgren under 11.5 rebounds and assists. Yo, Andrew Nembhard assist line is at 4.5. That's too high. Over the last 10 playoff games, the under's hitting at 80%, but you can even look at potential assists was 13 in the last outing, which was, I'm not say a blowout, but you get what I'm saying. He had 4, 3, 2, 1. This is his assist, and it's juiced to go on at about 165 on Hard Rock, DraftKings, DraftKings, FanDuel, and Pinnacle. This bitch got to be played on the fixed payout site. It's at 4 on PrizePicks. Y'all lame as fuck. We want the under here. But under 4.5 is much, much better if you could get it on the fixed payout site. Dabble and PrizePicks got the bitch at 4. I'm not afraid. He pushed it twice. I'm not afraid of the 4. I like Andrew Nembhard to go under 4.5 assists. Might have to play the bitch at 4. Yo, O'Neal Cruz hit runs and RBI set at 2.5. If it's like not Judge Ohtani, if it's not the home run bombers, 2.5, I just take the under, bitch. Minus 135 on Hard Rock. I doubt if this bitch is on PrizePicks. You see the Goblins and the Demons, but at 2.5, I just take the under. I've tried to play it straight. It's minus 135 if I can't get it on Dabble or PrizePicks at 2.5. I take minus 135 for O'Neal Cruz to go under. And then we don't have any history versus leader. We just saw that, but versus right-hand batters, he's batting 253. 2.5 hit runs on RBI. He just got to have one of those games, but he hasn't had one in a minute. Matt Shaw hit runs on RBIs at 1.5. When I see shit like this, I'm so mad that I just didn't, that I always try to find 1, 2, catch a bitch early and keep playing with them. If I hit 2, 3 in a row, it's kind of hard to keep up when you're playing parlays, but playing them straight is where I'm able to do so. But I missed this one. Let's see if the bat is still cold. He faces off against Logan Gilbert in the Mariners, but over the last 10, the under's hitting at 90%. 1.5 hit runs on RBI. And then does he have any history versus Logan Gilbert? He does not at all. So with that said, the bat's been cold. I like the under at 1.5 hit runs on RBI for Matt Shaw. Who else? Oh, that's all of the trending plays. That's crazy. Let's go to Daily Grind Fantasy and see if some sharp shit's available. I'm on PrizePicks with it. Do I get a data point selected? Let's do that. Put 2 in that bitch. It should refresh itself. And we can see Pascal Siakam under this fantasy score. I'm not interested in that. Crimbo, there's a number of CS2 plays that may or may not be extremely valuable. I didn't check on. Looking from here with the 2 data points selected, yes, if we can get a 3-pick entry for the payout 6 at all of these shits that have a 55% odds chance to hit, I'm down. Or do you want to do PGA? It's golf tomorrow. Let's do that. I'll take Justin Thomas over 4.5 birdies. Nah, I want 55 or higher. Austin Ackroyd under 4 birdies. And then Joe Highsmith over 4 birdies. And then it should be one more. I thought it was one more at the top. I wanted to do just all 3. If you have to, it's Justin Thomas to go over 4.5 birdies or better. That 3-pick entry pays out 6x on PrizePicks. Bang, let's get it. Let's go to Dabble with it. Drop these data points. See what they do. Not a ton of data. Not a ton of value. Game 7 tomorrow. I'm afraid to bet on that bitch. I think Pascal Siakam wins Finals MVP if they pull off this 7 game. If they pull off this Game 7, it's going to be really disappointing for OKC if they don't win this game at home. Like, they're going to drag Shea, especially if Halliburton don't have an awesome game and they win with Pascal Siakam leading the way, it's gonna be I'm not positive. But let's roll down here to optimal.bet, hit refresh, see what they do. I'm looking for some shit on Price Picks. If they got me Adrian Hauser over 15.5 outs, that's actually the best price on Price Picks. If you want to play it straight, it's minus 130 on Hard Rock. That's insane. Logan O'Holt just went yard again. Bro, the last 2 days, bitches been hitting home runs. Oh, let's go do a home run parlay. Last couple days, bitches been hitting home runs crazy. As you can see on optimal.bet, we don't have a lot of data. We got Gunnar Henderson over. Our RBI is plus 150. That's on FanDuel though, so I don't really have access, but it's a quick scroll through. It's not much on here. I saw Logan Gilbert again. I think I got to go. Look at Miles Turner under 18.5 points, rebounds, and assists on Hard Rock at minus 190, at minus 105. Miles Turner under 18.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Let's go look at this motherfucker versus Indiana. PRA. I didn't look at his PRA. I'm on MLB. Go to NBA. And we want Miles Turner. Oh, he's right there. And it's his PRA. They had that bitch at 18.5. 18.5. Last 10 games, the unders hitting at 60%. Low hit again. Oh, that's Nathaniel Lowe. Also went yard again. Bitch is still hitting home runs. I want to look at versus Indiana, see what they do. Just give me versus OKC rather. Man, the pass is kind of decent, but this series, he's 50-50 in this series. And the over is hitting at 60% in the last 10 games versus OKC. That's wild. That's wild, because we've been trashing him. I've been trashing him. But look, last 10 playoff games, he kind of up and down. It's not crazy, but at 18.5, the bitch is sharp over here at Optimal with the best price at Hard Rock at minus 105 for under 18.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I still like him under 5.5 rebounds, under 5 rebounds. I think I'm going to stick to that. But I'm going to hit refresh again to see if it's anything on daily on Dabble. And it isn't, not with a ton of value, so I don't want to just walk through this bitch if it's not there. I like to check Price Picks again before I get out. And no, outside of those 3 golf plays, I do like those. I think that'll do it. I'm ReallyRico. You already know. Let's get this dough, bruh. Peace. I'm out.